I welcome you to my channel. Subscribe and listen to my new stories every day. The waiting room buzzes with the low hum of whispered conversations and the rhythmic tapping of impatient fingers against smartphones. I sit in the corner, hands clenched tightly in my lap, staring at the old magazines scattered on the table. My heart pounds, a frantic drumbeat that matches the chaos of my thoughts. After years of trying, after countless visits to specialists, I've finally made it here, to the polyclinic. Mr. Hargrove? A nurse calls my name, her voice cutting through the fog of anxiety. I rise, legs unsteady, and follow her down a sterile corridor lined with flickering fluorescent lights. She leads me to a small examination room and instructs me to wait. The door clicks shut, and I'm left alone with my swirling emotions. As I sit on the edge of the exam table, I think about Claire. My wife, beautiful, kind-hearted, and endlessly patient. She's been my rock through this journey. When we first started trying for a baby, we were filled with hope. Now, after years of disappointment, it feels like that hope is just a distant memory. Dr. Miller will be with you shortly, the nurse says before disappearing. I breathe deeply, trying to calm the storm inside me. The door creaks open, and Dr. Miller steps in, his expression neutral but his eyes hold a glimmer of compassion. "Hello, Nathan. How are you feeling today?" he asks, taking a seat across from me. I manage a weak smile. "Anxious, to be honest." He nods. "Understandable. Let's get to it." He pulls out a folder and begins to speak, but the words swirl around me, jumbling into a dizzying blur. "The tests show that you are infertile." The world stops. I blink, his words echoing in my mind like an unwanted refrain. Infertile. A weight settles on my chest. "That can't be right," I say, desperation creeping into my voice. I thought the tests would show something else." "Sometimes results can be surprising," Dr. Miller continues gently. "I understand this isn't what you were hoping for. We can discuss options, but it's crucial you take time to process this." I nod numbly, but I can't focus on his words. My thoughts spiral back to Claire. How could I face her with this news? How could I tell her that the dream we shared, our baby, our family, had slipped through my fingers? Just as I'm lost in despair, my phone buzzes in my pocket, cutting through the haze. It's a message from Claire. "Hey, love. I have some exciting news. Can't wait to share it with you." I stare at the screen, a rush of hope igniting within me. Maybe she found a solution. Maybe there's a miracle waiting for us. I type back quickly, "I'm still at the clinic." "What's the news?" Minutes crawl by, and I'm still reeling from the doctor's words. Then, a response: "Take a deep breath. I took a test this morning, and it showed 2 lines. I think I'm pregnant." The room spins, joy clashing violently with the agony of the diagnosis. I want to shout, to laugh, but I'm frozen. My mind races, a dark suspicion creeping in. "Dr. Miller," I say suddenly, my voice cold, "what if my wife is pregnant? Could there be a chance it's not mine?" He raises an eyebrow, clearly taken aback by my question. Well, it's a possibility. But if you're infertile?" "No." I interrupt, my pulse quickening. "I need to know. What if she had an affair?" Dr. Miller looks at me, measuring my desperation. "Nathan, I understand this is a lot to process. But you should talk to Claire. She deserves that." I can't just sit back and accept this, I say, my voice rising. "If she's pregnant with another man's child?" "Stop," he urges, his tone sharp. "You're jumping to conclusions. This is an emotional time. You need to think clearly." But clarity eludes me. I can't shake the feeling of betrayal, the burning need for revenge. I grab my things, the weight of the doctor's words still heavy in my mind. "Thank you," I murmur, barely hearing him as I rush out, my heart racing. The world outside feels alien, every passerby a reminder of my shattered dreams. When I get home, Claire's smile is radiant, blissful. Nathan. I can't believe it. We're going to be parents. Her joy cuts deeper than any knife. We need to talk, I say, my voice low and cold. She tilts her head, confusion flickering across her face. What do you mean? This is amazing news. I step closer, feeling the heat of betrayal burn in my chest. Is it? Is it really? Her smile falters. What do you mean? Did you think I wouldn't find out? I say, my voice turning sharper, full of venom. You know I'm infertile. So whose baby is this, Claire? The look in her eyes, hurt, disbelief, only feeds the fire inside me. This is just the beginning. I will unravel her life piece by piece until I find the truth. The air in the living room thickens with tension. Claire's shock turns to confusion, then anger, as I stand there, my arms crossed, heart racing. Nathan, what are you saying? She demands, her voice rising. You can't just throw accusations like that. I take a step closer, my resolve hardening. Can't I? You think I'm going to just accept this news and pretend everything is fine? I'm infertile, Claire. You know it, I know it. So tell me, whose baby is it? Her eyes widen, and for a moment, I see vulnerability flash across her face. You're being irrational. I took the test this morning, and it's positive. That's all that matters right now. Is it? I shoot back, unable to control the bitterness lacing my words. What if you've been unfaithful? What if this baby isn't mine? She shakes her head vehemently. I would never do that to you, Nathan. How can you even think that? I don't know, Claire. I shout, frustration boiling over. Maybe because it's the only logical explanation. She takes a deep breath, her composure faltering. You're hurting, and I understand that, but you're letting this drive a wedge between us. I need you to trust me. Trust? I scoff, the word tasting bitter on my tongue. You want me to trust you after you drop this bombshell on me? Claire's hands tremble slightly, but she stands her ground. What do you want me to say? That I'm sorry. That I've been unfaithful. Because I haven't. I love you, Nathan. I've always wanted this family with you. I feel a flicker of doubt creep in, but I push it aside. Then why is it so easy for you to ignore the facts? Facts, she echoes incredulously. The only fact here is that we could finally be parents, and you're throwing it all away because of your insecurities. Her words hit home, but I refuse to let her see my weakness. I'm not throwing anything away. You are. You're the one who might be lying to me. If I find out you're cheating. Stop. Claire cries, her voice breaking. You're not being fair. You're letting your fears consume you. I want to scream, to tell her that it's not fear, it's betrayal that I'm feeling. But before I can respond, my phone buzzes in my pocket. I pull it out and see a message from Sam, my best friend. Hey man, you okay? Heard about the baby. Need to talk. I glance up at Claire, her face a mixture of hurt and confusion. I need some air, I say, my voice steadier than I feel. Nathan, please, she pleads, her eyes shimmering with unshed tears. Let's talk this out. Don't walk away. But I can't stay. Not like this. I storm out of the house, slamming the door behind me, the sound echoing like a gunshot in the silence that follows. The cool evening air hits my face, a sharp contrast to the heated emotions swirling inside me. I drive aimlessly, my mind racing with thoughts of revenge. How could I dismantle her life piece by piece? I know I have to be careful, I can't act recklessly. I pull into a quiet park, the trees casting long shadows in the dim light. My phone buzzes again. This time, it's Sam. Where are you? I type back, at the park. Just needed to clear my head. Moments later, he pulls up in his old SUV, stepping out with concern etched on his face. What the hell happened, man? He asks, his voice low. I run a hand through my hair, the frustration bubbling to the surface. She's pregnant, Sam. But I'm infertile. It doesn't add up. Sam squints, processing my words. Wait, you think she cheated on you? I don't think, I know. I snap, feeling the heat rise again. I confronted her, and she wouldn't admit it. She's playing innocent. Did you ask her for proof? Like, about the baby's paternity, he suggests. No, not yet. I wanted to see her reaction first. But I can't shake this feeling that she's lying. I need to find out for sure. Sam crosses his arms, contemplating. Alright, so what's the plan? You can't just storm in there and accuse her again. You need evidence. Evidence, I repeat, the word rolling off my tongue like a weapon. I'll get that evidence. I'll find out who the father is, and when I do, I'll make her pay. Dude, be careful, Sam warns, concern creeping into his voice. Revenge isn't going to fix this. You could ruin her life. I don't care, I say, the words bitter and cold. If she's betrayed me, she deserves it. This is about more than just a baby, Sam. It's about trust, about everything we built together. Okay, then what's next? He asks, raising an eyebrow. I'll start with her phone. She must have something, some message or something that will tell me who this guy is, I say, determination coursing through me. Sam shakes his head slowly. You really want to go down this path? It could get messy. Messy or not, I have to know the truth. And once I find it, I'll make sure she feels the consequences of her actions. As the sun dips below the horizon, I feel a surge of adrenaline. The night is just beginning, and I'm ready to uncover whatever secrets lurk in the shadows. I will expose her, and in doing so, I'll reclaim my power. The game has begun. The sun dips lower, casting a dusky glow over the park as I sit in my car, heart pounding with a mix of anger and determination. Sam sits beside me, silent and tense, waiting for me to lay out my plan. All right, I say, my voice steady despite the chaos inside. First, I need to get access to Claire's phone. If there's anything there, texts, calls, anything, it'll give me a lead. Is that really a good idea? Sam asks, glancing at me with concern. You could cross a line, Nathan. Privacy and trust. Trust is already gone, I cut him off. If she's been lying to me, I have every right to find out the truth. He sighs, running a hand over his face. Okay, but just remember, if you go through with this, it could get ugly. Uglier than it already is? I scoff, shaking my head. I don't care. I need to know. I take a deep breath, my mind racing with possibilities. Claire will be home soon, and I need to act fast. Let's go back to the house, I say, adrenaline fueling my resolve. As we pull into the driveway, I can't help but glance at the front door. Claire is inside, blissfully unaware of the storm brewing. I can't let her see how desperate I am, how shaken I've become. I need to keep my cool. Stick around just in case, I tell Sam as we step out of the car. If things go south, I'll need backup. He nods but looks hesitant. Just remember, man. You might not like what you find. Whatever it is, I'll deal with it, I reply, my voice firm. I walk into the house, the familiar smell of her lavender candles filling the air. It feels like a cruel joke now, this sanctuary turned battleground. I find Claire in the kitchen, humming softly as she preps dinner. Hey, she greets, her smile bright. You're home early. How did it go? Fine, I reply, trying to sound casual. Just a routine checkup. She narrows her eyes slightly but seems to accept my answer. That's good. I was just thinking we should celebrate the pregnancy. Maybe a little dinner with your parents. Yeah, maybe, I say, keeping my tone flat. Inside, my heart races. I need to get to her phone. Are you okay? She asks, concern creasing her brow. You seem a little off. Just tired, I say, forcing a smile. Long day. I move closer to the kitchen counter, where her phone lies, innocently buzzing with notifications. I can't let her see how desperate I am to grab it. What are you making? I ask, feigning interest. Pasta primavera, she replies, stirring a pot. Your favorite. Looks good, I say, glancing at the phone, trying to calculate the risk. If I can just reach it without raising suspicion, I might find the answers I'm looking for. Can you grab the garlic from the pantry? She asks, her back turned to me. Sure, I reply, my heart pounding. I step toward the pantry, my eyes darting back to her phone. This is it. I quickly lean over, my hand hovering above the screen. Just then, her voice calls out. Nathan? I freeze, my heart in my throat. Yeah. I manage to say, straightening up. Did you find the garlic? Right here, I say, forcing a smile as I hold up the bulb. My mind races with guilt. If I take her phone now, it feels like crossing an unthinkable line. Perfect. I need you to chop it up for me. Can you do that? She asks, turning to face me, her smile warm. Of course, I reply, the tension in my chest knotting tighter. I can't blow my cover. I need to play it cool. As I chop the garlic, I feel her eyes on me. What's going on with you today? You're acting a bit strange, she says, concern weaving through her tone. I told you, it's just been a long day, I say, keeping my voice steady. Let's focus on dinner, alright? She frowns, but then her phone buzzes again. Could you grab that for me? She asks, glancing toward the counter. My heart races. Sure, I say, stepping toward it again. I grab her phone, glancing at the screen. There's a message notification from a contact I don't recognize. Before I can think, I swipe it open, my heart pounding. The message reads, "Can't wait to see you tonight. I'll bring the wine." Claire, I call, my voice a mixture of curiosity and anger. Who's this? She turns, her eyes widening. What are you doing with my phone? I freeze, the air thickening between us. I just wanted to see who was texting you. Put it down, she snaps, her tone shifting from surprise to fury. That's private. Private? I shoot back, unable to contain my frustration. You've got messages from people I don't know, and I'm supposed to just ignore it. Give me my phone, she demands, her voice rising. Not until you tell me who this is. I shout back, the argument escalating rapidly. It's nobody, she insists, reaching for the phone, but I pull back, adrenaline coursing through me. Nobody. Or someone. I press, every word like a blade. This could be the proof I need. Put it down, she yells, desperation edging into her voice. Why should I? I challenge, feeling the weight of betrayal pressing down on me. You're the one hiding something. Claire's expression shifts from anger to fear. You're being paranoid, Nathan. Just give it to me. No. I say, the anger and pain boiling over. I deserve the truth, Claire. Suddenly, she lunges for the phone, and in the chaos, it slips from my hand. It clatters to the floor, screen cracking with a sharp pop. We both freeze, the sound echoing in the silence that follows. What have you done? Claire breathes, her face paling as she crouches to pick it up. You broke my phone. Good. Now maybe you'll finally tell me the truth. I snap, my voice sharp with accusation. Her eyes flash with anger, but I can see the fear beneath it. You're crossing a line, Nathan, she says quietly, her voice trembling. This isn't how we handle things. I'm done handling things your way. If you won't be honest with me, I'll find out the truth myself, I declare, my resolve hardening. Claire stands up slowly, the tension between us palpable. I don't know who you are anymore, she whispers, heartbreak lacing her words. I step back, the reality of my actions crashing over me. You brought this on yourself, Claire. I just want the truth. Then maybe you should look in the mirror, she snaps back, her voice cutting like glass. The fight drains out of me for a moment as I watch her, both of us reeling from the confrontation. You think I'm the one hiding something? I ask, incredulity creeping in. Maybe you're just too afraid to see what's right in front of you, she replies, her tone softer but laced with venom. I shake my head, frustration boiling inside me. I'm not afraid, Claire. I'm determined. With that, I storm out of the kitchen, my heart racing as I slam the door behind me. As I walk to the car, every step feels like a war drum beating in my chest. I know I'm treading dangerous waters, but I won't back down. I'll find the truth, no matter the cost. Tonight, the real game begins. The night air is thick with tension as I sit alone in my car, the engine idling softly. The confrontation with Claire still burns fresh in my mind, each word a shard of ice piercing my heart. My plan is set, and there's no turning back. Revenge isn't just a thought anymore, it's a necessity. I glance at my phone, the messages from Sam still lingering on the screen. His warnings echo in my mind, but the urge for retribution overshadows his caution. Tonight, I will uncover the truth, no matter the cost. Driving through the city, I keep my eyes fixed on the target, Daniel Lawson, Claire's coworker. A few weeks ago, I discovered that Claire had been meeting Daniel regularly after work. Suspicion gnaws at me, and tonight, I intend to follow her trail to the end. Parking a few blocks away from Daniel's office, I watch as Claire exits the building, her figure illuminated by the flickering streetlights. She's not alone. Daniel approaches, his demeanor casual but tense. My heart races, a mixture of rage and anticipation fueling my every move. I exit my car, the cool night air biting at my skin. Staying hidden, I follow them down the dimly lit streets, careful to maintain a safe distance. They enter a secluded bar, its neon sign buzzing faintly. I wait until they're inside before slipping into the shadows, my presence undetected. Inside, the bar is dim, the air thick with smoke and the hum of subdued conversations. Claire and Daniel sit in a secluded booth, their voices low. I strain to hear their conversation, every word a piece of the puzzle. I can't believe you did that, Daniel says, frustration evident in his tone. It wasn't my choice, Claire responds, her voice wavering. We need to keep this between us. It's too complicated. My blood boils. This is more than an affair, there's something deeper, something sinister. I decide to confront them, but a sudden realization hits me. Claire isn't just unfaithful, she's been manipulating everything from the start. As I step into the light, both Claire and Daniel turn sharply, surprise and fear flashing across their faces. Nathan, Claire whispers, her voice trembling. Enough, I growl, my patience shattered. I know everything. Daniel stands, trying to intercede. Nathan, wait. No, I interrupt, my voice cold and unwavering. You both have betrayed me. Claire steps forward, tears streaming down her face. Nathan, please. It's not what you think. I laugh bitterly. Not what I think. After years of trying to conceive, you deceive me. This was all a lie. Daniel looks helpless, but I'm beyond reasoning. My mind races with the need for vengeance. You think ruining my life will bring back what we lost? You're nothing but a coward. Without warning, I strike. A swift, calculated move lands Daniel against the wall, pain flashing in his eyes. Claire screams, but I'm beyond stopping myself. I push her to the ground, pinning her down, the anger fueling every action. You wanted the truth, I hiss, my hands gripping her tightly. Now you've got it. Police sirens wail in the distance, growing louder. Realizing the gravity of the situation, I release Claire, stepping back as the reality of my actions crashes over me. I turn to leave, but Daniel reaches out, desperation in his eyes. Nathan, please. Let's talk this out. But there's no room for mercy. My vision blurs with tears and rage. No more talks. This ends now. As I walk away, the sirens approach, reflecting the chaos I've unleashed. Claire's cries fade into the night, a haunting reminder of the life we once shared. My revenge complete, but at what cost? In the days that follow, the fallout is swift and unforgiving. Claire faces legal troubles, her reputation shattered. Daniel disappears from our lives, the scandal too great to bear. I find myself isolated, the man I once was lost to the darkness of betrayal and vengeance. One evening, I return to our empty home, the silence deafening. The remnants of our life together lie scattered, a testament to what once was. I sit alone, the weight of my actions pressing down on me. The love we had is irreparable, replaced by a chasm of hatred and regret. As I look at the pregnancy test lying on the kitchen counter, two bright stripes that sparked the unraveling of everything, I realize the true cost of revenge. In destroying theirs, I've destroyed myself. The truth I sought has left me hollow, forever haunted by the night I chose retribution over love. And so, our paths diverge, forever marked by the scars of betrayal. In seeking to punish the traitors, I became one myself, lost in a labyrinth of vengeance with no way out.